Hi, you're on to Viva's Canadian Journey. Thank you so much for watching. If you're yet to subscribe or this is your first time watching, please don't forget to subscribe. It's very easy to do so. Just hit the subscribe button and don't forget to press the bell icon. Thank you. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you some top side hustles, side gigs in Canada that immigrants do and are making some serious cash from it. I'm also going to be sharing with you how you can market yourself. So if you have skills in these areas, how you can market yourself and get the word out so that people can actually contact you. And finally, I'm going to be sharing with you a platform where if you want to learn any of these skills, you'll be able to learn these skills. So let's get started. So side gigs, side hustle. I did an episode on this a year and a half ago, I think almost 2 years ago. So this is an update on that. I did some research and I found out that there are some side hustles right now that a lot of immigrants, a lot of Canadians are doing, and it's because of the way the world is moving. Okay, so with inflation, with the pandemic, call it what you want, side hustles are becoming, more of a thing. Okay, stats have it that 1 in 5 Canadians now have a side hustle. And obviously with remote work, flex work, hybrid, it makes it easier for people to actually do, to have a side hustle. So yes, you have your 9 to 5. You can do that Monday to Friday, and then maybe at the weekends or evenings, early mornings, you can have your side hustle to get extra income. The prices of things right now, crazy inflation all over. People want and need some form of extra income. Okay, now if you are in Canada or you're coming to Canada and you're watching this and you're thinking, when I come, I'm definitely gonna have a side hustle. I just have to put this out right now. If you're doing a side hustle in Canada, you're gonna need to, pay your taxes and declare that. So something for you to think about. But I'm gonna get straight to it. The first side hustle I want to talk about today, and this one I actually saw this lady, this new immigrant to Canada, make so much money from this, is freelance writing. So if you can proofread, you have skill as a content creator, as a copywriter, or you're just one of those people that you have an eye for detail. I have a friend like that even when we're chatting socially on WhatsApp, just me and her, she's correcting the grammar, the punctuation. And I'm like, but it's just me and you. She's like, yes, but put the punctuation right. If you're that kind of person or somebody like that, then they can actually make some money as a freelancer. This lady I met through my channel. She moved to Canada in January. She went to study in Manitoba. And when she went to study, she was pregnant. She's giving birth now. And one of the first things she was telling me in January when she got to Manitoba was, oh, Habiba, I need to work. I need to make money. She came alone from her home country. And she got jobs in grocery stores, department stores. But because she was pregnant, she couldn't stand for long hours. Anyway, she wanted a job and she needed a job that she could do, in the comfort of her home. And so we started talking, brainstorming, and the idea of freelance writing came. And she's like, oh, she's actually, a good writer. She has a good eye for detail. And that's how it started. She marketed herself on some websites that I'm going to discuss at the end of this video. And bam, it's like she started a career as a freelancer. She's going to finish school very soon in December. She thinks she might just continue this, full time, because she's gotten some substantial amount of money from this as a freelancer. So it's worth considering a lot. I know a lot of people here in Canada that are doing that part-time as a side gig. Okay, and it's one of those skills that sometimes you don't even think you're good at it till you actually try. Number 2 side gig that I know a lot of people that are making good money from this is graphic design. I spoke about this in the previous video. When I talked about side hustles. I'm going to talk about it again, because I realized that there are quite a number of people that have like basic graphic design skills and just don't put it to use. There's a lady in New Brunswick. I know she's a nurse. That's her full-time 9 to 5. However, she is known as the logo creation guru where she is. So she does graphic design part-time, side gig, side hustle. Okay, in fact, I think they call her, is it the logo guru? So any, company, society, small business that is starting and they need someone to create an amazing logo, she's the person. This lady studied nursing. She's a full-time licensed nurse, but she's known as the logo person, making money from that side gig. Here, a lot of organizations, you don't need to work for an organization as a graphic artist. You can be freelance. There are loads of websites where you could go, put your work, create your profile. So kind of like LinkedIn, but these websites, you could create your profile, upload some work, some design you've done, and the clients will actually come to you. If they see your work, they like what you've done, they would actually contact you. I know a lot of students, a lot of people doing that as side gigs. So if you have a skill as a graphic designer, please don't throw that away. You can actually make money, and you don't have to be working for a company. You can do that on your own terms. Okay, number 3, web design. Now, honestly, if I could do this, I've tried learning this and it's just not clicking. It's not for me. But if I could be a web designer, I would do that full time. People that can code, people that are good with networking, IT, web designers are making huge funds. And I'm not talking of people that are doing web design as their 9 to 5 jobs, but people that do it as side hustles. I heard of a student that recently graduated. The student studied digital marketing, graduated, but because they had the skill set as web designers, the student got a job, full-time job as a web designer, and the student did not take the job because they said freelance on their own time, they can make more money. So companies, organizations now call this person, they design websites, okay, and they charge them per hour or per design. You can do this in the comfort of your home with your laptop and internet. There's plenty internet in Canada. I see a lot of immigrants doing this, making money, like serious money. And I'm like, goodness me, I wish my brain could handle it. Number 4, and a lot of immigrants coming to Canada are doing this right now, is photography. In my previous video, I shared with you, I shared the story about my friend here in Nova Scotia. We came to Canada together 3 years ago, and that's how we met. And during the pandemic, she's a public health practitioner. During the pandemic, she started photography. She didn't go to school for it. She took some courses online. She actually, it was through those courses that she started taking pictures. And now it's her full side hustle. She has her 9 to 5. She has a decent job, 9 to 5, and she uses the photography is her side hustle. So like, we're in November, December, she's booked for the whole of December, Christmas photo shoots. Like she's booked. That's her weekend. She does it Saturday, Sunday. And something that just started like, an afterthought is now a serious side hustle, bringing in decent income. Now, the thing with photography is a lot of us think that photography is just, taking wedding pictures or birthday pictures or family pictures. But being here in Canada, I've realized that there's more to photography than just wedding and birthday pictures. I recently attended an event and I met a real estate photographer. This dude, all he does is he takes pictures of houses. So if anybody wants to sell their home, an agent wants to sell their home, they call him and he takes pictures. By the time you see his pictures, you yourself, you want to buy the home. So he doesn't do any fancy wedding, party, birthday. That is his. So there's loads of sectors you could use your photography for if you have the skill. And this guy doesn't need a big camera. He uses his iPhone. Okay, so if you have any of this skill, a keen eye for detail, you're creative, you can actually make a lot of money with photography. Loads of sectors for you to explore here in Canada. Now let's talk about where you can market or how you can market the skill. There's some websites. One of the first actually I would recommend is word of mouth. A lady recently came to Nova Scotia and she's a graphic designer. And I met her in church and somebody introduced us and like, oh, what do you do? She said, oh, she's a banker by trade, but she's a graphic designer. If I know anybody that needs a graphic designer, word of mouth. Somebody will tell somebody that'll tell somebody that'll tell somebody. 2, there are websites that you can actually go create your profile, advertise yourself so that the organizations, people will come to you. Websites like Fiverr.com, websites like freelance.com, like upwork.com. So if you're a graphic designer or web designer, you can actually put your designs, your creation on those websites. So you're like creating a profile. People go there, see it. If they like what they see, they can contact you for some paid work. Yes, with those kind of websites, the competition is high. But as you begin to, build your network, you can make some decent money from it. If you're a web designer, you can sell web design templates on Etsy. I didn't even know that. So it was a web designer here that was telling me that she sells templates, web design templates. So she just leaves her templates there and sometimes she'll just wake up and there's money in her account. Okay, so you can actually market yourself there. Use word of mouth, put yourself out there on these websites. These websites, I'm going to put them in the description of the video. And then finally, I guess the very important question is, if you want to learn this skill, or if you have the skills and you want to improve on it, you want to improve on your graphic design, you want to improve on your photography, you want to use, just your smartphone to take good pictures. You can't afford a big Canon camera right now. You can't afford the lights. Where can you learn these skills? A platform I'll recommend is Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning platform where you can learn thousands and thousands of skills. You can learn photography, different types of photography, how to use the lighting. You can learn web design. You can learn gardening. You can learn graphic design. You can learn how to be a better writer, how to create templates. You can learn public speaking. For me, after speaking to this photographer, I was curious and I actually went on Skillshare and I was looking for ways that I could use my smartphone to take better pictures for BCJ. Because sometimes my husband is not around to use the camera. So I'm like, how can I take pictures for my Instagram page? And I came across this course called How to Take Pictures Like a Pro Using Your iPhone or your smartphone. And the course is by Dale McManus, who is a renowned photographer. And in this course, he focuses on how you can actually make your smartphone work for you, the settings to use. And I thought to myself, I haven't been using my phone properly. Because someone like me, I just use my phone for calls, take anyhow pictures. So if you want to improve your skill set, whether it's for a side gig or just for your everyday life, then I would recommend Skillshare. I hope you found this video helpful, And until next time, keep watching Beaver's Canadian Journey. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Beaver's Canadian Journey. Take care.